Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. Attleboro Mayor Paul Heroux was sworn in for his third term on January 4th. He says that he does not plan to run for another term. We spoke with him to learn about his priorities for the next 2 years.
So I'm going into my third and final term as mayor, and that was something I campaigned on 4 years ago, that I would do 2 or maybe 3 terms. And this past election season in 2021, I told people that I was looking to just finish off some projects and leave on a high note. Some of the things I'm involved with finishing off include stuff like the high school project. I'm involved with that. Downtown, I oversee a lot of things going on with that. Catherine Feerick's excellent with the work she does, but we work together a lot. And then we also have things like the Highland Park Performing Arts Pavilion. That's something I started back in 2019 with a group of performing arts professionals from the school department and the local community. And now we are basically looking to make that a reality. We have a design, we have a location, we have a plan, we have a team. And so now if the city council authorizes me the money to build this structure, then we'll be able to do that. Some other things I'm looking at doing are, we've already put up the RFP, and we have a contract for solar carports above a lot of city-owned parking lots. And we're also looking at putting up some electric vehicle charging stations in a couple of places throughout the city, and even doing a little experimental or a pilot program with the police cruisers, and to see if if we would do that, going forward instead of using hybrids. So there's a bunch of little projects we have going on. There's also the $500,000 that we're using to, from the ARPA money that we're going to use to help people out with their rent assistance or mortgage assistance if they had fallen behind, as well as another $500,000 of ARPA money for the businesses that lost out during the pandemic of, early on in that. So the other projects involve the water treatment plant. There was an issue with the state changing the PFAS regulation, and they basically changed the goalpost on us. So overnight we became non-compliant, and so we have to do a $24 million upgrade to the water treatment plant, and that's something that we're going to use about $11 million of that from the ARPA money that we had gotten from the federal government. So those are some of the uses of the ARPA money. So there's a number of projects that were started under the Dumas administration, and they finished under my time as mayor. And then there's a number of projects that I've started that I would expect other people to finish. One of the things, for example, is the feasibility study for a joint public safety complex. That was something I got the idea from the Dumas administration, and it's taken about 4 years to finally make this a reality, but the city council approved the money so we could do a feasibility study for that. We're going to start that process under me, but it wouldn't be built under me. It would be built under a future mayor. Same thing with the Council on Aging. We just in the past probably year started looking at building a new Council on Aging, or I should say doing a feasibility study for it, and maybe we repurpose an old building or maybe we build new. That's part of what the feasibility study would tell us, but that's something that I'll start, somebody else will finish. There's a number of sidewalk projects throughout the city that I've started and finished, and then there's going to be some other sidewalk projects that I start that hopefully a future mayor will finish. That way the street would be complete.